This is just a brief video. I hope you're able to hear my voice over the sound of the iLoad here. This is Wingspan's iLoad, attempting to connect to a number of different iPods that I have here. Right now it is connected to a iPod enhanced 5th generation model, and as you can see on the screen here, it says iPod not found. Just to eliminate any sort of claims of conspiracy or whatever, I'll show you that the cable is in fact connected to one of the two USB ports in the back here. And just to eliminate any other conspiracy theories, I'll point out that it is an Apple cable that I'm using as opposed to one from a third-party company. It's one of probably 2 or 3 dozen cables that I have here that are iPod cables in my collection. The screen, as you can see here, says iPod not found, despite the fact that it is currently connected to a 5th generation iPod, which says do not disconnect. Whether there's any sort of means whatsoever of properly ejecting the iPod when it's on this screen, I don't know, but I'm just going to disconnect it just in case. Now we have right over here, you can see another 3 iPods. These iPods are a mix of this is an original 5th generation iPod, this is an enhanced 5th generation iPod, this is an original 5th generation iPod. I'm going to just plug it in to the enhanced one again, just to show you what my original comment was about this, how there are problems with this thing connecting to enhanced iPods as opposed to the original ones. Right now, the screen again, you can see, says press go to read CD, press go, accessing iPod, here it is, you can see the cable's connected and everything. iPod not found. What a surprise. It's an enhanced 5th generation iPod. So I'll be disconnecting that. Now let's see what happens if I go and try to connect it to an original 5th generation iPod. This one's doing a fresh restart here. And again, it's coming up as a do not disconnect, which is fine. And then I press go. Magically it works here, because this is an original 5th generation iPod. Nothing different between this one and the other ones besides the fact that it's an original model iPod. The firmware may or may not have been updated to a more recent firmware. The more recent the firmware and the newer the iPod, the better chance that it's not going to work with iLoad. So at this point, I'm going to just disconnect this and just try it again. Go back to the menu here. Okay, I now have this is the U2 iPod that's been connected. It's another original 5th generation iPod as opposed to an enhanced model. See the back here with the various signatures of the band members of U2. Press go to read the CD. And now it's saying that the setup CD is not installed. Sometimes if you wanted to actually properly identify the names of members of bands that are being ripped onto the CD or from the CD onto your iPod, you have to use an installation CD, and you have to reinstall it every time you connect another iPod. I'm just going to say no, so it's going to tell me that it doesn't even know what the CD information is. Copy all tracks, yes. Notice that here it's going through the process of saying that it can connect to this iPod, which is again an original 5th generation iPod, so it has no sort of issue. So just to sort of do our little tally here, we'll zoom back out again. We have 4 iPods right here that have been connected to it. This one right here is enhanced, this one's enhanced, this one's original, this one's original. And of these iPods, you saw that these 2 didn't work and these 2 did, just as mentioned in the iLounge review. Hope that's useful.